Tuesday. I'm in a new surrounding. Want to take a guess where I'm at? Let's see. Oh, blinded by the weird light. It got cold. I had to put a jacket on. The sun went down, and it's like, I don't know, the fog the other night was like this too. So I'll just get comfy. I put my winter jacket on with flip-flops because, yeah, I was just hot, and now I'm a little cold, but I'm going to try to stick it out here. You might hear, there's a couple houses down. There's dogs out. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Em. My neighbors are outside, probably going to hear me, but maybe not. They don't really care. They're awesome. And then, yeah, I just needed to change it up today. Okay, that wind is cold, though. Got my notes to chat about next steps. Hi, honey. Hope you had a good Thursday, good week. Hey, Nancy. I'll give ourselves a couple minutes, and then we'll see how many people, hi, honey, pop in, and I'll obviously talk and discuss the next steps of phase 2, as y'all got the notes on phase 1, which is just some hardcore, like, knows that we can't do, and I thought I'd just divide it up and conquer in different ways so people could digest info like I am. I have reached out to a couple doctors that even come in. My sister's boyfriend's a doctor at Aurora at the front lines. I've got resources and, just piecing it all together to create the right way for us with all the other the important information that we will adhere to and move forward into. Hey, Cassandra. It will, I'm still working on a couple of kinks because it's based on employees and who can do what or who wants to do what. So that's something that's a couple things that when I talk about what it will happen, I'm working on who will be helping me perform some of these tasks to keep everything moving smoothly and safe is obviously the bottom line of any of this. So if anyone wants to volunteer, let me know when I get to those points and you want to say, I'm in it. But it's, hi, honey. It's, this is 2 months of crazy land, and the feedback has been pretty rocking. And I should have done that maybe a little earlier, but it was going to do it anyways. But, we got this thing changed quicker. So anyway, thank you. And if you haven't done it, please fill it out. I think I only have 50 out of 100 and almost 200 people. So the percentage is a little lower than I expected. So we'll see. But 50 counts. I'll take the 50 that want to come back, which is probably a lot of you listening right now. So I appreciate that because it's very, very helpful. And it's one of the reasons I'm doing this question and answer tonight, or telling you, and then if you have questions, and hopefully I can answer them. And if it gets distracting down there, I'll go inside. So let me know if you're like, yeah, no, thank you. Okay, so should we dive into it? Hey, Dina. I think people are just jumping on still. So the resources that I said that have been given to us, and some of you probably have seen, and I have to put my trusty glasses on. So we got this. It's called the Wisconsin Guidance, and I might forward this to people as well, but we'll see. I'll have handouts for everybody. It's the Guidance on Preparing Workplaces for COVID. It's gym and fitness facilities. So I've highlighted. Rachel's helped me to dissect a lot of this stuff, face coverings, things like that. So I will go through, again, recommendations, the whole 9 yards. And the other thing that most of you have gotten living in the North Shore is the North Shore Health Department. Have you all gotten that? You can go on their website, obviously, and grab it. So it's going over every detail, and it breaks down gyms specifically. There's not a lot to this. There's only 8 little points to it, and it's similar to what happens in the gym setting as well. But I'm just going to use that as what I'm going to eventually put into our hard copy. I already have one, but I'm wanting to hear voices too, and I'll get that out by this weekend, and then there'll be postings and things that will be out and about, and then whoever's coming back, I will go through all the protocol and making sure we're all on the same page. And most of you know I'm pretty anal about trying to clean anyway, so we've been pretty good about it. I had my friends those wipes that really help, and wipes are really the ones hiccup, and it's a big hiccup, is finding enough supplies right now. Everyone is just sold out. I was trying to get sanitizer where you don't have to touch it. They're sold out to July. So I'm just working kinks out that are very important and other ways we can go. And I'm asking doctor friends, people like that. So these are the things that until I can get them completely and I have them on site, I can't open. Even though if I wanted to, I have some, but I don't have enough. So that's supplies, and then looking for help and who wants to just a minimum at the front desk. And then that stuff like that. So, hey, Putt, hey, Abby, Kari, a bunch of you are on the feed. So I'm going to go through. Anyone have questions? Hey, Aaron, anyone have questions before I get going, or you want to just hear me rant? Anyone else drinking? What is this? I cut back so much, so I'm proud of Mrs. Adio. Yeah, someone, a client friend gave me that yesterday at my doorstep. That's just love, baby, love. Okay. So you saw on the first, some of you, hey, coming into this today is a little more, this is more on, God bless my eyes, second phase opening up, what to expect, what we're working on, what's going to definitely have to change further. A lot of you have seen that. There's no childcare, there's no showers, no towels, can't use the water station, just got to put your water bottle up. There's no coffee, tea or milk. I didn't have milk or tea, but anyways, I won't sell water. What else? On that side, you can't leave your stuff on the premises. I think tennis shoes will work that out. No one leaves anything, and it's always been locked locker, but that's the recommendation. So I will work with the tennis shoes. I don't foresee a problem with that. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Sarah. So those are the things that are going to be a must. Okay. This has kept me up for many nights. Okay, and this is still going to keep me up, and even when we get going, this is a lot. Opening back or opening a business is not as bad as having to do with obviously a virus and its unprecedented time and oh my God, it's making sure people adhere to things or take care of themselves, and as you hear on a daily basis, or if you like me, I've turned some of the, as I call, sound off. Repeating it over and over just gives you a headache, but the truth is the truth. We got to take steps forward to protect ourselves. We all miss each other. It's crazy that you can still, no, it's not crazy. It's a testament to who we are. I shouldn't say it's crazy. It's a testament to who we are when you do push through and survive on a daily basis, and when you go through more, not just this and your work, because this is my work, this is my livelihood, and I have to make money. And the one part to this is you could do all the cross the I's, T's, and do everything you're supposed to do, and the people still don't. You just get a core back. What does that look like in the long term for myself? I don't know. That's what the question is for me, and a landlord and all the surroundings that I'm tied into a lease, a longer term lease, a lease that you're supposed to be paying, and I haven't paid for 2 months, as most of you know. Any business probably hasn't in this capacity, and the expectation and the lack of communication on their side. I'm hoping they'll step, and they've been nice to me, don't get me wrong, but going back to capacity when you've lost a lot of money and you're starting out a quarter like you had before, and you still have bills, and working that PPE again, I didn't, you get a little bit and it has to be worked the same way, but then you put yourself in more debt, hopefully not. So it's just not one thing or the other, and making this really work on the next phase, the second phase of this opening, is important, the trust factor for all of us. If you would respect, I respect. Everyone's got, as you know, opinions on this, which is not fun at times and political, and I don't enjoy that, never have, never will. I'm going to do what I know I need to do. I'm going to listen to the guidance. I put together that, which I'm going to start now rattling off, and I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm hoping and praying everyone will just do what they need to step up with this in this facility, because a gym has obviously sweat and close proximities at times. Well, obviously that's changed. It's changed the scope of any fitness business. We are class-based, as you know. So what I have done right now, and I'll go over this because it's a big part of opening, is I already marked off and taken bikes out, and I moved the treadmill 6 feet down. I've moved everything around, created stations. I'll do the back room. I'll explain it as I go, but the Studio A can fit more. So the guidelines, let me go through this. So the guidelines spell out, how you enter a building, is one way. So what the recommendation or what I'm asking people to do is to wear a mask into the facility, check keyless in, or I'll do it as everyone's in class, because it's going to mainly be me doing most of the classes, probably 90%. So that's easy for me to work on, because I'll see everyone on my app. You don't have to come to the front desk. There'd be always sanitizing things. So the mask has to be worn in. The biggest glitch I have, and it's on my notes how to work, and this is a big question mark, is touching the doors, okay? I can't afford to put automatic doors in there, and I don't even know if they let me do that. So it's learning to pop the front 2 doors open and then try to leave one of the other doors open. I'm working on that. So that is my biggest glitch right now, is entering the doors and having someone then wipe them down. So I don't have the answer to that right now. You'd walk in. They'll be sanitizing. Everything I have now will stay in place. No mints, no hair ties. I cannot have that. You would go to the designated place. In the Studio A, it's all marked off. And I can have more people in there because it's 6 feet apart. The thing they're asking, you don't have to work out in a mask. And that's in the health department. It's also in the guidelines that I said that are recommended for fitness facilities and gyms, is if you're in proximity of that, under that 6 feet, anywhere, they're asking you to wear the mask. So that's why we're asking the entrance and when you leave to put that mask on, because the backup at the front to be able to stack everyone, not sure that's going to work. So that's a trial and error on my part. That's why I'm asking everyone to wear, hi Brenda, hey Vega, is enter and exit with a mask on. Okay, when you get to your spot, which everything will be planned out, you can take the mask and do what you need to, or you may leave the mask on. But you will be in 6 feet of that proximity of where you'll be working out. Enough sanitizing stations, wipes, Kleenexes, any needs on that level will be always ready, like I always have. It's just taking it up a notch. So that's Studio A. The one thing that they give here as limitations of people, like people are saying that you have to have, it's only 10 people. That's because, oh God, here we go. It's windy out. I'm outside today. And the wind kicked up. If you had a very small space, let's say like 20, like a smaller boutique that's out there, hi sweetie, that's 20 treadmills and 20 pieces. Your capacity of what you have is what? 20, 30, I think they can have in those spots. You can only have 25% of your facilities max. Well, I have more space and more members that way. So I can have 50 people 6 feet apart. We're not being in one room, but I could have 2 classes going, but staggered, so the first group would move and then the second group would move. That is what I am doing this, working on. But I can have 25% as long as we're 6 feet apart. Studio A is not a problem. Backspace is not a problem. What I'm going to do in the backspace, can't use the sleds. We can't use, it's going to get a little crazy because I don't have, everyone has one kettlebell. I have balls, bands, weights, benches, Bozus, bands, other bands, for enough people to go back at least 10 people, 6 feet apart. I'm working on that to spread that out. But there's no sleds. I'm not going to use a TRX right now until we move out. No bench, no other heavy bars or anything like that. It will be one station that is yours. Okay, and then I'll have enough wipes for everyone. So you would be designated with that step. Not that you're using everything in one class, but you have your own stuff that you would never have to go grab weights, put them back. Because what I'm learning through doctors is when you do the wipes and then put them back, that's where, again, if you didn't wipe it off, the cross-contamination. So I'm making your own stations. Now, Studio A on my Tuesday morning class might be the most interesting. Kick is a forgive, and that's easy. Bar, I cannot do right now. That bar room is too small. And it's porous, the wood around. So I couldn't fit, I could probably put 6 people in there versus the 14. What the solution I'm working towards is buying a metal portable bar to put in Studio A, giving myself a month to get that going, to make sure this is going in the right direction. So those are my pieces that I'm working on, and then we're doable. Because if I have a bar like that, I can space out the floor and the bar, and people can move and have time to wipe equipment down. That's the other part. So Tuesday morning class, when I do that class with benches, I will work on the next phase with that. I don't have the answer on that class yet. Treadmill class, it's down to 5 people. Or I could with 6 feet apart, you could probably I would do 5 and 3, so 8-ish people. I've moved the treadmills already yesterday. They're moved apart, but I would not switch like we do. It would be a format that would be 50 minutes max with the warm-up and transitional period. That period would mean you're on the treadmills about 25 minutes. We would have at least 5 minutes of myself with gloves on, helping everyone wipe their equipment down, and then switch people. I am working on that. Otherwise, we're dropping it to 5 people and doubling up. And so it'd be like a 40-minute class and a 40-minute class. So those are the feedback that I would love to hear, where people feel comfortable on the 2 different formats. So if you want in a little bit banter with me or what your feelings to do the tread class, how you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear that. But those are the ways that my solutions that I'm working towards in that room. Those are my two solutions. So in a minute, I'll ask your question or ask for questions. And if you want to answer that one, help me figure it out. I love you for it. So those are the things. Cycle's easy. I spread the bikes out. We've marked them off. Again, they go in, you're in, you wipe off, you leave, and that. So coming in again, you have a mask on. You don't need to check in. You have done it on the app or with me. So don't worry about that because it's limited capacity. You go to your space, it's marked, and it's given. Then you must leave the premises with the mask on and go. You can't loiter. You got to go. There won't be chairs to sit in. It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. But the vibe will still be awesome in there. It's just that we can't do that. You're welcome to go by your cars and do that, or outside, distance yourself. But we have to get people out. And if I'm going to double up certain things, or not double up or back up on ends, I have to make sure that things are really cleaned up, especially the bathrooms. No showers can be used. I have the hand towels. I'm working again on the soap dispensers, and then how to use the sinks. And oh my God, that's the other part I'm trying to figure out is the bathrooms, because you can't have 12 people in there. So, and you're not touching the metal. You have to use your arms to go. But there will be signs everywhere posted of how to enter that bathroom. Please use your your forearm to push the door, not your hands. Okay, so let me make sure. The other thing on the entrance that I'm working on, and the doctor's suggestion, I think a lot of you are going to ask me, is the temperature check. I'm working towards that. Again, I need manpower here, so it most likely, I got to take my glasses off. They're giving me a headache. Will be me. Again, these are glitches. These are the question marks. Is this one, but I'm working towards a temperature check. The main thing is you don't come in if you're sick or don't feel well. People have done in the past, they're like kind of under the weather. You can't do that anymore. You just can't. You got to take care of yourself and others, because it affects them, as you know. So making sure people are, being very proactive of taking care of themselves. Face masks, no loitering, bathrooms, wiping down. I'll have all this spelled out in rhetoric. I will all have this sent to people. It'll be posted. You'll see the guidelines fairly specific of what I'm saying here, and probably a few things, splattered in between. Okay. Anyone ask a question before I go? Or not go? I won't have any credit cards or anything we're not going to be using, so there's no pens to be used. If that happens, I bought extra pens, and you'll take the pen with you. I don't need the pen. So if someone's new and they want to have to fill out a form, they'll just take the pen with them. And I'll have them in a sealed box or bag, and I'll sterilize them before I even had maybe the hands-free door openers. Yeah, I got to see how much that is. The landlord has to give me I don't know why they wouldn't, but the okay of using that foot thing. Putt, you want to help me on that? Do you want to take the lead on that, Putt, and let me know what that is? Because I'd take it, and same, especially with those doors. I only need one, because I keep one side. I can't do both. One door, they're so heavy as it is. I'm trying to think. I'm just making sure I have all my things crossed out. That again, I will use gloves when I clean, because I'll be the one touching more than anybody, and I've done that already. So I have tons of gloves if people need those too. I will have masks if you don't have a mask. I'm hoping you will have a mask to bring in, but if not, I will have the disposable ones. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you. Okay, trying to think what the last little bit that I wanted to send or tell you. As you hear, it's protecting yourself, wash off and disinfect. So when you're out, leave that space, I'll have sanitizers, everything if you need to on the way out to take care of yourself, separate garbages. I know I looked in them too, but maybe you might find something different than I am. Our employees will wear this same thing. A personal training's a whole nother ball game, and that's none of you are out there right now, but that Katie's on the feed. There's protocols for that. If you're going to be near someone, Like if I'm going to teach at times and I want to move, I will wear a mask. I can tell you that right now, because I like to move around. So I will have a mask when I move, or I'll stand in one place as we get into this to make everyone comfortable. But I will protect myself and you from me or you. Oh, that sounds funny. Okay, questions. Anyone have questions? I'm still working on this. God, it got cold out here. I'm waiting for Katie to respond. I'm waiting on a couple staff members to help and tell me what they're going to really do. Capper has said he'll come back and teach some, so that's great news. There goes my phone, sorry. So we're working, him and I will speak tomorrow, working on what that class, it won't be a full class schedule. We won't have a lot at night. So there'll be the early mornings and the mid mornings. But right now, Sheena is not going to teach at this point. And childcare is not, if these guys like Angela Burke, who can't teach as well, they need childcare. They've got younger kids, first graders, and their summer camps are no longer, or babysitters. So they don't have, and they're not going to bring them in here. So that changes a lot of stuff for me. And it creates a very limited options at this point. The other thing I can tell you though, and the feedback's been great, it's 50-50. My whole goal in life was to do the virtual studio, and I get the opportunity to continue to do it. I'm building a new website. It will be launched soon. We're in the testing beta sites right now, where you would have as a member, like you did for the Mind Body, you would have a member, you go in, create your password, and you would do like members that are in studio, which I call in-house. You get everything for one price. You don't get charged extra for the virtual. You get it all. There'll be virtual people who just do virtual, okay? And then there'll be, again, different scales of membership for everybody. But that entails you to the live feeds. That entails you to demand classes and e-commerce, things that I'm building. And y'all hear me? I don't know what the heck. Some tractor's going by in the garage. Okie dokie. Oh, it's all being live. Can you hear me? Oh, it's a little tractor. They're doing a lot of work down the street. So that will be a new website. It won't be the old one. That site doesn't work. They can't change it. Never mind. It's been a sore thumb, and Mind Body's killing me. So I'm merging a lot of the work together, but again, a one-stop shop. And I'll eventually have my own little app, very simple, where I have mainly the schedule or link into the website. But you could always download the website onto your phone. So those are the things. Been a very busy bee over here, moving and grooving into a whole nother world to make it all make sense, because full capacity is never going to happen, and somehow Mrs. Addie's got to make it all work to keep growing this business. So I'm done talking. What can I do for you? Anyone have questions? You want to email the questions to me, sarah@addiofit.com. Concerns? Oh, Lord. Anybody who's a member? Did I help you understand what's been written? Do we need to sign up for a 5-15 class with Mind Body still? You will. Eventually, like I said, you'll move into a different website. My question to these guys that are doing 5-15 classes, again, I won't, are you okay doing the half and half? Or will you be doing live virtual from the in-house class? Yes, I will. I'll have all different time slots that I'll be doing that, Kari. And I'm working on that schedule, but you guys, you can be in the class with me. It doesn't mean you have to be on the feed, but I will do a class that you would be in anyways. Same with kickboxing. I have a camera or I have a monitor that I'll be, yeah, me too. I'll have a oh, okay. So hold on with the question. So hold on. So I will have a monitor, and eventually I'll go a little differently, and it will be in a fixed position towards me. And again, I got to make sure the person, like Stephanie would be next to me. Mal will probably be there. People that are comfortable being on, but it's not a whole class on these live feeds right now. So that will continue, and you'll have an option. You can go on the other side of the room. But again, right now, I can't move unless I wear a mask. So even in kick, I'll be in place. I just, it's going to be hard to do that, and I will carry one. So yes, the classes will be live at times, and then they'll have the regular classes. But you don't have to be on the live stream. You'll still get the energy. I might call you out, but no one knows the hell you are. So that answers her question online moving forward. Yes. Awesome. Brenda, when the classes, once I have the schedule set, I'm piecing that together. between my classes, Tuesday early morning, what can I bring back? Because it's going to be me mainly, and I don't want to kill myself doing this. I'm going to be smart about it the best that I can. Yeah. So I'm working towards the schedule. I will know more when some teachers respond and let me know yay or nay or time frame of what they want to do or can't do. And if they can't do it, yep, then we will go to plan B. No, we'll just keep working with plan A and figure out that next piece. Nancy, your question. Okay. Sign up. You're going to have to sign up. But my thing on these tread classes, you guys that are out there, when you do, Katie's going to be, oh, God, it's chilly. Katie's out there. Hey, so when you do these tread classes, like other places that do tread, they just stay on one. That's why they only have 9 plus the instructor for 10. But again, their capacity is different than mine. I have a larger space than anybody. So again, it's 25% of the facility or member, and that's 50 people, which we've had that at one time, but I got to be careful of that. But the tread class is my biggest issue right now. Oh gosh, you can be part of it anytime, Abby, and everyone can, which is going to be fun. And it can be interactive, which will be cool, and have the nutritional component. Okay, treads. What do you feel comfortable doing? Staying on the tread 25 minutes with a 5 minutes or 20 and a 5, and then you go to the other space, everything's cleaned off and done, and then you flip-flop with somebody 6 feet apart? Or do you feel not comfortable doing that? Do you want to just be 5 people in there? And if it's the person on elliptical, then I have to look at that too, because then, Nancy, if you're not on a tread, you could be on the elliptical with your own station. So I need feedback on that, because I'm different than you. I'm okay doing the 25 and 20 as long as we all wipe the equipment down. But I don't know if a lot of people are going to feel. So those are my 2 ways and format change on that. So I'd love your 2 cents either now or later. Tread option 1, stay on, wipe it completely down, which the tread is not a big deal to wipe down. It's going to be the monitor and the side rails. The equipment, I'm fine switching, like 25. Okay. Then you already have a station set up for your own weights and Bozu and bench. That's all done. And a mat will be designated and a band in that room. So you don't have to go search or move in. It's just you, then you just moving within that. Okay. But we would have, I don't care. Just get me back in. Yeah, I got to clean that place. I moved those treadmills in underneath where I can't reach. Oh, Mrs. Zaddies was having a conniption fit yesterday. Whoa, I can't stand it. Yeah. Okay, so good feedback. I did move the one thing that will change is any bands that are not, the bands that are not designated, they'll be near my office for checkout. I need, like, if you're going to use a band or a jump rope, what else do I have there? Long bands, ankle bands that are not designated and you need one, you have to check them out and bring them back in a bin where I will put gloves on and sterilize everything. Same with the rollers. The rollers are not going to be roll cloth balls. All that's gone. Limited. Everyone will be designated so there's no moving of equipment. And I'm hopefully going to number some of this so we don't lose this. So I got a lot to do still. Can I help you clean? Yes, I'll take anyone's help. I'm putting together the schedule. Like I said, the one glitch right now is getting all my supplies at that higher level. So I've been working hard with a friend of mine who's in that business. So my biggest thing is cleaning supplies right now. So meaning my sanitizer, the 2-3 things that I need, but I'll get them by the time we open. I also clean. Okay. Well, I'll provide lunch or whatever for people. So the cleaning would happen next week after Memorial. I can help you. Okay, I love it. I can send an email or with a bunch of people out here, I'll just blind copy people, and you guys can respond, and we'll have time so there's not too many people in there. I'll have enough cleaning supplies to do all that, like to wipe down the treads, to clean the floors. I got all that, so I just designate people. Before that happens, I will do a bunch of things so it's organized. Well, it is pretty organized because that's all I do. And I'm trying to think what else. In the bathroom, that's, yeah, a little tricky on how to keep that. Just keeping me up at night. Okay, are you okay? We're limited on schedule because, you know, a lot of times you're going to have to do bar at home when I do bar, and I'm going to try to keep this kind of schedule of Tuesday, Thursday. I might move it up earlier. Oh, that's what I meant to ask. So instead of doing 8:30, I might do 8 o'clock lives. So if I, especially bar, that's my glitch. Because that's my glitch right now is bar. So, because I can't really put that many people in my bar class, and that's what a lot of people have want. So, I have, okay, I'm working on the metal bar delivery thing. Okay, anybody else? 800 is, what's 800? Oh, oh, that's 8 a.m. please for bar. Yeah, I know. See, that's awesome. So if I did a live bar, I'm just thinking, you should see my notebooks, what I do. Okay, I gotta think about the bar and then keeping like a strength class once a week that people want, just a one-on-one strength with that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I don't have a full staff. So maybe I do a bar and then maybe it's like I did the other day, I did an express bar. I prefer later, but okay. But the live would be live. You could catch it later. I know not all of you like that, but you also have the options of that if you're a full member. West Coast dining with, oh, I know. I don't like metal bars either. I grew up doing a little bit. It's not awful. It's just something, but again, germs don't stay on the metal. They stay on wood, unless people wear gloves or we wear masks in bar. Those are some thoughts, and those are heavy. No, I get that. Oh, thanks, Eva. I'm trying. Ooh, dang, it's cold. Yeah, Sarah. No, I get it. I will also. It's easy for me to do even a live bar in the afternoon or evening. So I'm going to do different options and you'll have a choice to have the demand. I would, every month you would have a choice of 8 bars on demand or 6 bars. So, and I've been working hard on that demand side. So you always have content, even if you can't get to my live classes, which helps. Same with you guys, which is you guys get the better of the two is you get in-house, or if you couldn't, it's a nasty day, you're like, screw this, I'm not coming in, and you decide to work out from home, you have that option to do that always, my people that are here. So you've got 3 options, and you can take me anywhere. Siva, thank you so much for all this. Thanks. So it's the bar and the tread, and it's the teaching and that. Anyone want to teach? Just kidding. No, I'm really not. Okay. So I'm hoping I'll get this info out, which everything I've talked about, it's spelled out. I have to move some things around and make sure the doors and stuff like that. And then I'll reach out about cleaning schedule. And then I'm working on schedule once these 2 instructors get back to me. There will be options, though, for a 6 a.m. cycle class on Mondays. Rachel and Randy can easily help me out with cycle, and that will happen on Sundays. So those things are easy. I've got 2 of them that can do that, and Capra can do at least twice a week at the 8:15 slot. That's huge. We don't have to have 3, but I could take 2. And then, the normal Tuesday morning with me, I'm working on maybe I do a Tuesday, Friday morning in the back room, and then we'll see what Jordan's going to do, and he'll do his Monday, Wednesday, and maybe Katie back Thursday. Then we're okay with the early mornings. Evenings are not, I might do more live classes at night, just even 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I always do a kick at night. Wednesday night will always be in-house and live, so you have options with that. So I'm working on this. I just wish I have everybody back to that, but it's what it is. I always get worried people get sick of me, but... we have no choice. So, anything else I can do to help your beautiful souls? Anybody? Any other questions I can do? I can answer. Emily, sounds perfect. Thank you for getting this figured out, Sarah. It's all, you think, Sam, it's a lot, and it's just really, talking out loud to a couple people and taking the right information and making the right decisions. And, some things are going to work really well and easy, and some are going to be glitchy. I just already know, and that's just new. And I know you out there are awesome people and know that it's not done. Something glitches, you know why. It's just what it is. I've learned not to fret too much about this, but this is our health, so got to take it a little bit more. I need to hire you for a coach right now. I can do that. I'm trying to figure out why my camera on my computer doesn't work, but Sarah, I've been doing that type of work, and you'll be able to do that through the website easier than on Zoom. So I will have that option going forward for personal training, coaching, whatever people want. That will be through the new website, which, God, I'm just so loved it. It's fun being creative in a different way. So I'll have all that. Once we beta test and get all this other glitches and things all working together, I'm hoping that will be launched. Hey, Jules. Hope it will be launched, within a couple weeks. I'll use my body all the way up to July 1st. July 1st. That I can tell you, just so that's easy for everyone and for myself to move information. So, anybody else have? It's cold out here, Jules. My feet are frozen. I need this again from you. Okay. I love it, Sarah. It'll be fun. Anybody? Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you guys for hanging in and dealing with, you're not that we could control smoke. Training in studio could easily stay. Yeah, easily. And I have it all marked. So, and the back room's going to be marked with equipment. It just will be different. We're not going to be able to move as big. Or I'll split up and have, 6 people in the big room spread out, and they can still do the running patterns like we've done and keep 6 in. So my noggin's a thinking here and just planning different things out. But anything else I need to hurry? Yeah. Oh, gosh, you're welcome. Anytime. Again, my email address is sarah@adufit.com. Don't hesitate. If another question comes up, please don't. I hopefully I can answer the best that I can. I'll come back next Tuesday, and I've got some other specific things I want to get through and hopefully a little bit more information. I'm looking, that's the big thing. I'm looking the June 1st is my opening, as long as everything is at par. That's a rough opening. If it isn't, then it's going to be that middle of that week. But it will be the first week in June. I'm freezing. That will be open.
Do you want a blanket?
No. She's asking if I want a blanket. No, I said I'm done. No, you're fine. What was I going to say? Oh, so, looking June 1st or that week for sure. Okay. You're all beautiful. Can't wait to see you in person. I've seen people around, but it's not the same. I won't be able to hug you, but maybe we could elbow bump something. Okay. So, love you all. Have a great weekend. It's a memorial. Thank you, Sarah. I'll take the luck right now. Do your due diligence, right? So enjoy. I will be back live tomorrow, though, for a crazy metabolic workout. And then a kick on Saturday. And then I'll mix things up again. So love you all. Stay warm. You're beautiful. Bye.